Hello everyone, it's Super Comic Girl. I'm back with another delightful video. So it is X-Men Sunday, and for people that don't know what that is, it is when I do reviews of the first season of X-Men 97, and I will end up doing reviews of anything X-Men related. So welcome to X-Men Sunday. I hope you guys will enjoy the video. So these videos I do every Sunday, no matter if I'm working or not. So I still do them, and they're still a delight to do. So in today's X-Men Sunday, we are going to do a review of Season 1, Episode number 3, and it's entitled Fire Made Flesh, which is a outstanding title for this season and everything. So before I begin, I'd like to make a note that I forgot to mention in last Sunday's video, that this is when Jean Grey in episode number 2 gave birth to Nathan. So yes, so in today's episode review, we are going to talk about the first appearance of Madeline Pryor, also known as the Goblin Queen, which appeared several times in the Spider-Man comics and also was in the Dark Web event. But this one is a lot better than the comic book version of her, though I'm pretty sure she was pretty cool in her early iterations and all that. So in this one, we have the sudden appearance of a woman who looks a lot like Jean Grey. And this is also the first appearance of Sinister in the X-Men 97 video episode season. And what ends up happening is we find out that the Jean Grey that everyone thought was Jean Grey, who we all know it isn't, is the one who gave birth to Nathan. And her mind is finally fully controlled, and she rises up as the Goblin Queen. This woman's power set is off the wall. Literally, they do this character justice, and I am so happy that this happened. Even Magneto, an Omega level mutant, had absolutely no defense against her. At first, he looked like that he was kind of doing this, but she ended up overpowering him, showing how powerful the Goblin Queen actually is. And I will say, I would take this Goblin Queen over the comic book, or the modern comic book version of her. She is as nasty as they come until the real Jean Grey finally breaks the hold that Sinister has on her. But unfortunately for everybody involved, Sinister gets a hold of Nathan and introduces him to a techno virus, and now the little chap has to go with Cable back to the future where he can possibly be cured of it. Hopefully he won't hate his parents for what they did. Adults are very good at explaining this stuff to children, or to children when they're old enough to realize. I loved this episode. This episode was so good. And it's like, I've been seeing videos of like X-Men 7 is the best reboot. I am going to say this goes beyond anything that Marvel has ever done. This episode shows that you can go and introduce new characters who are old characters in some other comic books and make them so badass that you'll be like, fuck, wish it was like this in the comic book. It's never like that in the comic book. They always like water down the characters and kind of make them look stupid. But that's a great thing about visual media, is you can do justice by these characters. Overall, great episode. I absolutely loved it. And yeah, so I am going to give this episode 5 stars. Definitely worth the time to spend watching it. So my next video, I am going to do a review of issues number 21 to 30. I already read them. The video's already been recorded, and that one's up next. So I will see you guys around. Until next time, be well.